First up, we have Dishonored 2. I like that they gave you two options between the characters. You can either continue playing as Corvo, like the first game, or his daughter Emily. Now I chose Emily because I wanted to experience her powers since they vary from Corvo's. I found that the character skill tree was very simple, and the past and present power mechanic that was used in the second half of the game was unique to the game and provided moderate difficulty getting through certain boards. It reminded me a lot of the new mechanic in Titanfall 2. Actor Robin Lord Taylor, whom some of you may know as Penguin in the TV show Gotham, voiced over the outsider in this game. He brought his character to life and was able to tell a story, and I thoroughly enjoyed the cutscenes where he was present. The puzzles in this game were very well placed, and some were even surprisingly challenging. I really like that they gave you enough information in Dishonored 2 that if you didn't play the first game, you would still understand the storyline and what was going on. Alright guys, now we're going to go into number 4, Mafia 3. Your character Lick & Click gives two fucks about the people who wronged him, and his need to get revenge is so fucking intense that you're rooting for your character the entire time. The storyline was great and very easy to follow, best storyline in the entire franchise in my opinion. However, the side missions were so fucking redundant, I got bored after a while. Great open world game, the supporting characters were strong and moved this story along effortlessly. And I really enjoyed how well they captured 1960s accurately and was still able to produce a storyline that left your jaw dropping at the end of the game. So grab yourself a copy of Mafia 3 if you haven't already. Alright guys, let's talk about number 3, which is Watch Dogs 2. They delivered on this game where the first game failed in many ways. They hyped up the first one so much that I was skeptical about playing this. But alas, they've proven me wrong. Marcus, the main protagonist, had the wit, provided the humorous banter, and had chemistry with the supporting characters in a way that seemed so natural. Unlike Aiden Pierce in the first game, which lacked so much character and I couldn't even get behind his cause, and I stopped playing. The side missions were very unique, and the developers created a tech world modeled after our own. Who doesn't love that shit? So you can tell they had fun making the game because it translated so well into the gameplay and the humor that the game offers. This game is very open world, and I got so many laughs hacking into other players' shit and multiplayer. Ubisoft finally did this game justice, and I couldn't be happier. Alright guys, number 2, Final Fantasy 15. This is the very first Final Fantasy game I ever played, and all I can say is holy fucking shit, it was beautiful. From the gameplay to the art designs, the dungeons, and the story. I know not everyone will agree, but this game is truly magical. I will have to say that I spent a shit ton of hours in the first half of the game grinding and scoping out all of the dungeons. I was a little disappointed in how narrow the story became and the fact that you went around collecting all these weapons in the first half to find out you can't even use shit. That was a bummer. Overall though, it was my second because it was difficult and the story tugged at my heartstrings. You're truly missing out if you haven't picked this game up already. Alright guys, my number 1 pick is Dark Souls 3. I've completely fallen in love with this franchise. They always used to amaze me with the level and the art design. The graphics are just so spectacular. It is easy to get lost in the scenery alone. But onto the gameplay. It's so fucking difficult. If you played any of the games before, then you know how frustrating it can be. But it has a way of pulling you in and keeps you coming back for more. I literally spent over 140 hours in this game and I do not regret shit. Most of the bosses were very intense and had me saying fuck, fuck, fuck more times than I can count. Yes, there is a hell of a lot of grinding in this game, but it's so freaking worth it, guys. So many monsters that were specific to each board that it always felt fresh and had you on your toes all the time. This game seriously tests my patience, and that's why it's my number 1. Thanks guys for watching! Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.